all your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain from our 14 branches at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
A beacon of hope and compassion, a life dedicated to empowering marginalized women and children. The founder of MAHER, a safe haven for battered and homeless women, Sister Lucy Kurian. Born in 1956 in Kerala, Sister Lucy's journey of service and dedication began with a deep-rooted desire for justice. Witnessing the poverty and squalor in Mumbai, she felt a profound calling to uplift the lives of the marginalized and the destitute. In 1980, she joined the Sisters of the Cross, a religious order, marking the beginning of a lifelong commitment to service. Her transformative journey continued as she joined HOPE, the Human Organization for Pioneering in Education, in 1989, empowering marginalized women through employment opportunities. However, it was in 1997 that Sister Lucy's most impactful legacy was born, MAHER, meaning Mother's Home. Over the years, MAHER expanded its reach across multiple states, providing care and shelter to over 5,000 children and 5,900 women. Sister Lucy's dedication and tireless efforts have not gone unnoticed, as she's been honored with over 214 national and international awards for her outstanding contributions. Among her accolades are the prestigious Nari Shakti Puraskar in 2015 by the India government, the DCCIA Award for Excellence in Social Service, Global Women's Leadership Award in 2011, Paul Harris Fellow, and the Vanida Woman of the Year Award, among others. In 2015, Sister Lucy's remarkable journey led her to the Clinton Global Initiative, where she received the Global Women's Summit Leadership Award. The latest on the list is the SYMS Work of Mercy Award, which she received in Bahrain. Despite her numerous accomplishments, Sister Lucy remains unwavering in her pursuit of a better India. Her vision extends beyond the present, aiming to establish MAHER homes and outreach programs in every state of India. Her dream is to collaborate with like-minded leaders to create spaces where society's most vulnerable can rise to a new life. Her resilience, compassion, and the undaunted spirit continue to inspire others to join her in the noble pursuit of creating a more just and equitable world. Joining us on this episode of Success Statements from BMC Global Life, Sister Lucy Kurian, whose story is a testament to the transformative power of compassion and the profound impact one individual can have on the lives of many. A beacon of compassion and change in the realm of social justice, aspiring for a brighter future for India's vulnerable community. On this episode of Success Statements from the BMC Global Life, we have the honor of speaking with Sister Lucy Kurian, the recipient of SYMS Mercy Award 2024. Good evening, Sister Lucy. Welcome to the show.
Good evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations on the SYMS Mercy Award. I know it is award number 215.
No, actually it is more.
It is more, okay. So that's precisely my
300
first question to you. You know, so many accolades, so many awards for something so beautiful a cause. What was your inspiration which led you into all what you're doing today?
Actually, my journey goes long back to, many years. And I moved to Kerala when I was, I moved to Bombay when I was very young. And there I saw the reality of the people.
Mm-hmm.
The people who are living in the slums, women sleeping on the street, children begging. This type of poverty is not there in Kerala. There is poverty, but it was a different kind of poverty. And when I moved, I saw this extreme poverty. I just did not know what was happening, why the people were living like that. I could not understand, because when I was growing up in Kerala, in those days, there was no newspaper or radio or TV. So I grew up in that age. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when I moved here, I did not know. I thought my little Kerala was everywhere. Mm-hmm. And it was so surprising for me to see that so many people just live like that, you know. And all this really struck me. And then I also saw Mother Teresa when I was very young. Okay. When I was about 14 or 15, I saw her from very far distance. And I saw the work that she was doing. And I said, my God, and you know, there was such a crowd there. And I understood, because I used to go, meanwhile, to Mother Teresa's home to play there, because I am coming from a very big family and I was very homesick. And where I was staying, it was very close to Mother Teresa's home. So I used to go there to play with the children. And of course, that time my mind was so small, I did not understand the whole thing. But I understood this lady has put something together. You know, like bringing children from the street, looking after, things like that. So that was one of the things that really inspired me or struck me very much, where, you know, like what this life for the people and how she is making a difference.
Right. So that foundation has definitely played a role in you turning into this. You know, something which caught my attention is Bombay was way different from Kerala, you said. Like what you saw, the kind of poverty in Kerala is different than what you saw in Bombay. It's so different that I see it and you saw it. The vision fell on you on a different level. You found a calling in it, isn't it? How I'm sure you're grateful to God for that calling. But I know the road has not been rosy. It has been an uphill task, isn't it? Can you reflect on the challenges that you had to overcome from joining the Sisters of Cross to the founding of MAHER?
It's a very long story, but maybe I will begin somewhere to talk about it. When after this incident and everything, I decided to actually to join Mother Teresa. But then Mother Teresa's order. But then my parents at that time, they had heard that Mother Teresa is picking up leprosy patients, and so it was. I'm talking about 50 years ago and more years. And my mother and my father said, nothing doing. You cannot go and join them. And because they thought that I will also get leprosy and things like that. So they, the thought of me going away from them also made them very sad. So I gave up the idea. And then I went back to work in Bombay. And I continued working, but something was telling me, no, I have to go and join somewhere in order to do something. I did not know what it was, what was disturbing me. Finally, I joined the Holy Cross. We are known as Sisters of the Cross or Chavanod. So in 1980, I joined the Holy Cross, and I can say I was very happy. And I started doing some kind of work, and then in 1989, I spoke to the sisters that if I could do some village work. So there was one sister, Sister Noeline, who was doing some kind of village work. So I asked her if I could join, and then she said, sure. I took the permission, and I went and joined her community, where she was doing some kind of trainings, etc. for the women, creating awareness program, all that. So I joined her, and while I was working with Sister Noeline, a very drastic incident took place in my life. And that was, there was a woman who came to me, because people knew me by the time in the village. And so a woman came to me asking for shelter. And this particular woman, she was 7 months pregnant, and she told me that she needed shelter. And it was not possible for me to give her that shelter, because living inside the type of a convent life, it was not possible. And the sister one who was in charge of the house, she was not there that day. So I was forced to send her back. That very night, her husband and she, they must have had some fight, and he poured kerosene and set her on fire. And by the time I reached, because I heard the yelling and shouting, people running, so it was very close to the place where I was staying. So I, without not knowing what it was all about, I also ran there like any other onlooker. When I reached there, I realized this was the same case that came to me. It took me some time to even think what was happening there, because her sari was all burned, hair was burned, and it was in a mess. And the people were trying to do something, but they're all slum people. They were very poor. They had no money. I had no money, and I had no vehicle in our convent. We did not own anything that time. And how to take her even to the hospital? It was so difficult. So finally, we managed to take her to the hospital. When I reached her to the hospital, doctor told me, it is too late. She is already 90% burned. Then I asked the doctor if anything can be done to save the baby, because she was 7 months pregnant. But what we got in our hand was a fully burned baby when doctor operated on her. I felt very, very miserable. I felt, what I can say, I don't know. I was so angry also with myself, because I did not have the courage to save her when she was in trouble. And now, when she's dead, I'm trying to do something. What is this happening to me, so in the entire life of mine, I felt it is useless. And then I came back, and I was in the same community, but I was not the same. I was like very angry, so frustrated. Everything was making me get angry. I don't know with whom I was getting angry, but I was getting angry for no reason. finally the sisters told me, Lucy, you need to go for some counseling and things like that. But and there was a Catholic priest who helped me. And when I reached after many sittings, to make the story short, I'm telling you, and he told me, Lucy, instead of getting frustrated, why don't you go and do something for the women? At first I couldn't understand him, because I said, how will I do it? I'm a nun with no money, no education, what will I do? But then once he turned around and said, if you have love, you can do anything, things like that. So after I came back, again I started thinking. I said, no, I'm going to do something. So I wrote to my sisters in charge, we call them provincial, and then they did not give me an answer. Then I wrote to general and I said, I want to do something for women and children of this type. Then, so it went on like that. After some time, they gave me the permission. They told me, Lucy, you can move out and do whatever you think is okay. And but we cannot help you with finance, nor with personnel. So I did not know what it is all. But anyway, I think by the time the divine was already working with in me, and that courage came. Okay, I will do something. So I went and I started talking to people. Whoever I spoke to, it was in a remote village.
Okay.
People used to give me 2 rupees, 5 rupees, start sisters, do something for women. So I was so surprised that people were trusting in me, like that. So then another thing is that the same priest had put me in touch with a person from Austria. That man, he is called Mr. Girardi, he wanted to do something for the women in India. So then this same priest put me in touch with that man, and then he came down to India along with his older son. They are all family, they are musicians. And when he heard me, he said, see, if I give you some money, what will you do? I said, oh, I will buy a plot of land and I want to build a home for women. So he listened to that, and it was very little money from his own, whatever it was enough for me to buy a small piece of land. I bought that land, and in 1997, I set up my first home for women.
Beautiful.
And after that, I did not know the local language. Being a woman, unmarried woman, going into a remote village was very big challenge, because to get the acceptance from the people, and being a Christian, and things like that, there was lot of difficulties that I faced. But what happened is that I feel when the divine energy wants you to do something, shows you the way. And that's how I set up the first home. And now at present we have 68 homes, and we are working in 7 states of India.
We'll come back to that. As Paulo Coelho writes, when you have a deep desire, the universe conspires. But I would echo with Sister Lucy Kurian that it is the divinity that is helping us to bring things together. On Success Statements, it is Sister Lucy Kurian. Let's take a short break. Welcome back to Success Statements from BIMC Global Life, and with me tonight is Sister Lucy Kurian. That was a beautiful narration with all its pain and pang that you shared with us about the founding of MAHER, and now you said it's established across how many states did you say?
7 states.
7 states. Now the next challenge, I'm sure, is managing these 7 across the 7 states. And how many centers did you say, Sister?
68.
68.
How do you manage this? How do you run the show?
Yeah, well, actually, I want to say a little more about
Please.
the organization, because when I started, I kept one thing in mind. I will start this whole program for the people, no matter what religion or caste they belong to.
Right.
You know, they will be all welcomed. So when I started taking people, of course, I did not know which religion they belonged to. I never asked also which religion or caste they belonged to. For me, it was just people of God, okay? Or just people, I can say. And but once when I was sitting down to pray, I said to myself, I'm a Catholic nun. My prayers will not make any sense to my people. What type of a prayers or spirituality can I teach them? So once when I was they were already at that time, as soon as I began, the women and children started coming from every side. And at one moment there were already 70 people inside that house. It was such a tiny house. We could not even manage this thing, but then there were people. Then I understood the need of such type of home. And then I said, what type of spirituality can I tell? And then, I came across, it came to my mind, this particular banner. You will see, if you can just hold this there. Yeah. You will see this particular banner. These are all the symbols of all religions.
Various religions, okay, yes.
And then the divine light there, which means every religion is teaching us to go to God.
Okay.
And then I said, how shall my prayers be? So I thought, like, all my prayers will be addressed to God and not to any particular religion as such.
Okay.
So this way, it was very beautiful. And then, so everybody could sit for our prayer. There was a little story. There was one woman, when she had a menstrual period, she felt that she should not enter the temple of ours. So she asked me, she was standing outside, through the window she was watching us praying. And all our prayers are addressed to the divine, and all our songs are also that way. So she was watching. Then I told her, come inside. And she said, no, I cannot, because, I have my period. I said, in this temple, everybody is welcome, no matter who you are, I said. You just come. And, she told me when she was leaving the home, she said, this is the best part I liked in Maher, because I could join you for prayer. And otherwise, I have to be out all the time, and here I am part of everything. It was so beautiful. So, things like that encouraged me very much. And if you come during Christmas, you may think I have converted all the children to Christianity. That is the spirit. And if you come during Diwali, you will say all the children are Hindus. And if you come during Eid, you will see all of them celebrating spirit of Maher is so different. Okay. So this way I started living with people, and that's why you will see me with my colored clothes. I don't have a cross. I have all the, the
multi-faith?
Yeah, multi-faith.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay.
So you were asking, that's why I'll explain to you because of that. So it was a challenge. It was not that so easy, because at one point the people thought I have left the church, in that sense, because I was not even wearing a cross. And the other side, my name is so much Christian, so people thought I have come for conversion. There must be some ulterior motive, like that. So there was difficulties, but when the divine energy wants you to do something, it shows you the way and gives you the courage. And that's what happened to me.
Indeed. The center now is being run by volunteers, or how is?
No, we have people who are employed staff, yeah.
How many people joined you over all these years? You started single-handed?
Yeah, at present, we have nearly 300 people who are working.
Or women and men?
Women and men, yeah. Okay. And from all religions background and all caste.
So anybody is welcome to Maher?
Anybody.
Women and children?
Women and children, and also men.
Okay, okay.
Okay, we have 9 homes now for homeless men
Okay.
who are mentally disturbed, who are on the street. You have to really see them to believe what is happening. You know, it is very sad to see them. In the beginning, I was a little afraid to start home for men. For women and children, I found it easy. But I said, oh my God, men, how can I do? But, you know, once I started, it's such a joy to work with them.
Okay. And Sister Lucy, like, how do you manage your time? Do you travel to all these various centers or?
Yeah. When I am in Pune,
So you're based out of Pune?
I'm in Pune, Vadubudruk, Bhima Koregaon. I stay there. When I'm in Pune, of course, I come to the office most of the time, or I will be visiting the different centers. But I have to also visit the new places that I have started, that is Calcutta, Karnataka, Bihar. That's one of the new places that I have started. And because of the lot of human trafficking, people on the street, so because of that, and I know people from every state, I get invitation. But I'm not able to reach out to, because so much of money to collect it is not easy. Everything is through donation. So it is not easy, but at the same time, I can say I'm really fortunate because people from the different companies, they came forward to help me out. What we call it CSR, no?
Yeah.
So from the corporate social responsibility, many people have come forward to help me, and I'm really grateful to all the companies who have come forward to help us, and people also from abroad.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
And individuals, and a lot of individuals come to help us out.
Yeah, that's indeed the spirit, and that's how the world moves forward,
Yeah.
and that is how it should be, rather. Tell us a little about your family, Sister Lucy, your childhood, where were you born?
Yeah, as I said it earlier, I'm born in Kerala.
Which part of Kerala?
In Kannur district.
Kannur, okay.
The village name is Kolayad. And, you know, it's a very remote village. There's not much facilities over there, even till today. So that was the village I was brought up, where with 9 children, my parents. My father is no more, my mother is still there. So I can say it was a very, very closely united family, and my mother saw to that we keep the unity of the family.
Okay.
And that's the happiest thing that I can think of. Till today, I cannot think of going anywhere for holidays except my home.
Okay, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
You are the youngest or oldest or in the middle of the 9?
I'm the third in the family.
Okay. So how did your parents take to this calling of yours? Are you the only one into this line?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, to tell you the truth, my father was very open-minded man. If you want to go, let her go. But my mother was not like that. She was a little different. And she said, why do you want to become a nun? That was her question. Okay, then I told her, no, I want to go and do something. And so finally she agreed. It was a little difficult situation, but yeah, it was okay. Then after I joined, then I told you that I felt, there was a deeper calling inside. I wanted to really do something for the poor. And that was I was not able to do within the structure of the convent. So that's why I took the special permission from my convent, as I said earlier. And so now I am free to do. My congregation is very, very supportive in that way to allow me to continue to do the work that I'm thinking that has to be done. Like they didn't tell me to move out of the convent or something like that.
It's I can feel the joy in your eyes when you're speaking about your work, and that is that's the magic that happens when you really do something from your heart, with your heart. With us on this evening on Success Statements, it is Sister Lucy Kurian. Let's take another break. Welcome back to Success Statements from BMC Global Live, and with me tonight is Sister Lucy Kurian. Sister Maher, allow me to say, it's not the only organization of the kind. There are several other organizations across the world with people like you behind it. What is different with Maher? How do you find Maher different from the rest of the lot?
I will not be able to say what is different as such, but I try to bring in a lot of love for the children. I feel each one of them, according to their capacity, they are all doing that.
Okay.
Okay, and as I said, to have as an interfaith organization, that was one of the things I thought of. I will not say it is very different, but all of them, I feel each of the organization, they all are trying to do their best.
Yeah, yes.
As I am trying to do.
And it's a collective process,
yeah,
isn't
it is
it?
a collective.
Moving forward.
Yeah, it's nobody is better or worse in that sense. That's what I feel. Each one is trying to do their best.
And I like it, that the way you said it's all about love. And it's loving the human, because you see them as people, and that's what I think the world needs. I know you have a dream of a better India in terms of, empowered, uplifted human beings. What is the vision? What is your vision for Maher?
My vision is, of course, I have still many projects to complete, because in Bihar I have land. I have not yet built a home, but it is on a on rental basis. And we have same way in Calcutta. There are many places that I want to still complete my work, which I started. And at the same time, which I started should continue well as we began, with transparency, honesty, things like that. That's my dream. And another thing is that, the most biggest dream that I have is that I want to see India where there is no homes like Maher.
Okay.
That every child and women should have their own home, even for men. I know that it is, very remote kind of an idea.
But then,
but still, I feel like all the women and children and even the men should have their own home, not institutionalized life. But at the same time, at present, it is required, because so many thousands of people are still on the street. So I feel it is needed. And at the same time, I have a dream. So towards that, I create a lot of awareness program with the people, so that when we can end this type of work.
Right. Is this your first time in Bahrain?
Yes.
How do you like Bahrain?
Oh, I liked it very much because the SIM Mercy Award has brought me to Bahrain, which I was really surprised that they found me worthy, because I feel I'm always humbled with all the awards that come in. So each time when I receive an award, I feel God make me worthy for it. That's what my prayer is. And also, it brings me a lot of energy to continue. So I'm very grateful to SIM Mercy Award organizers who really searched for me and found me.
I know we started with a number of awards that you have, and it may not be the right question to ask, but is there any award which you hold close to your heart, which made you feel really nice about it?
Yeah, there are many awards that come, national and international. Especially, I gave my gratitude to the award from the President of India, and also I says the SIM award, because what happened is that they made me feel so much at home here. As soon as I arrived, there were so many people to receive us.
That is the magic of this country.
Yeah.
Bahrain is like that.
Yeah. It's not only an award, it was like going to a family to receive an award. It was like that.
So beautiful. Sister, thank you so much for joining us. Is there any last word that you would like to tell our audience?
I have considered my religion as religion of love. So I feel like more and more people, we should be all united. What I like is people living as one family.
All right. Thank you very much. It was indeed an honor to have you in the studios.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Allow me to quote from the Bible. The Bible says, "You are made in His image." And here is Sister Lucy Kurian, who is trying to live by that. She sees only a person in front of you. Sister Lucy Kurian's legacy will continue to inspire generations to come, reminding us all of the importance of standing up for those in need and co-creating a more just and compassionate society. This is Raji Unikrishnan signing off from the BMC Global Life Success Statements.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain from our 14 branches at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.